quick little look at the bracket. And here we can see now that 5Fizz and Monsterpig are on the next best of 1 3v3. And Jerry...
Dianic, we have another banger of a 3 versus 3 here. 5Fizz and Monsterpig. Monsterpig really put Takeo to the sword earlier on today. This is now their second chance, and 5Fizz second chance to try and reach the finale. They spawned quite far away from each other, and it's going to be Monsterpig that have control over the vault to begin with, Dread.
Yeah, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see how they play on Fangway City. This is the first 3v3 we've seen on Fangway City, and both double light heavy teams coming through. Both heavies rocking that winch. We've got an Invis dash mirror match as well. So I think it might be a little bit of a slower one, as it looks like kind of got a little bit of a standoff coming through on these rooftops. Some nice headshots coming through. Nobody going down quite yet, though, Jerry.
Yeah, if this is your first time watching HLL mirror matches, it's going to hinge a lot on these heavy battles. Narco's absolutely demolishing Jurgen. It's also going to hinge on whether either of these Invis lights can get early picks or not. It's really just a case of who can find the pick, whether it's a heavy or a light. And then that dash light is going to be in there trying to do cleanup, making sure they're pairing up with their heavy, healing them up as much as possible. Narco's chasing down Monsterpig at the moment. He doesn't have the same level of mobility that Jurgen does, or rather that New Yorker does on the dash light, but he's making it difficult. This is the ideal situation for Monsterpig. They're drawing it out. Unfortunately, the New York getting down as well, just as Jurgen had coined back in, mind you. Means it's effectively a 3 versus 1 for the moment until Jurgen manages to race towards the objective. 5Fizz sense that advantage, and they move the vault all the way over to B and get it plugged.
Yeah, I mean, Nagos was like, yeah, I'm going to dictate the pacing of this fight. I don't want this to go too slow, and he came in there fast, right into Jurg's face, and I believe he was running the Shack as well, as opposed to the Lewis gun that he has normally been running throughout the day.
This is like, it's like watching chess.
Yeah, it really
Very
is.
slow-moving cards.
And if these are the two teams that are going to do it, it's going to be these two absolute titans of the scene, with Nagos, a huge Titanic winch coming through there to take out Monsterpig. But Treason does get traded on the other side.
Oh, no!
Oh, they killed each other at the same time! Carnifex and Nuwok both go down at the same exact time. But Monsterpig... Yeah,
I mean, Nuwok really should have had that. He was whipping shot after shot. At least they managed to get the res here. 2 versus 2 on the rooftop. Narcos whams that winch and finds the shots, but Jurgen and Monsterpig cleaning up. The LH1 getting the better of Carnifex, even at close range. It out-brawls the 93R, and with the vault already plugged, that's a very dangerously timed wipe against 5Fizz. Monsterpig have control of this box, and they really only need to defend it for about 30 seconds of uptime.
Yeah, I mean, that absolutely completely blew up my train of thought when they killed each other there at the same time. But like you said, 5Fizz, they're going to have to come in really fast here, and it did get moved out into a much better position for Team Monsterpig there. And here they come, coming in really quickly through that gateway. Sonar nades end up coming out, not really pinging anybody, but they do find them on the other side of those little archways there, and the barricades are going to go through. Dome Shield comes out. He's going to bait that steal just a little bit, but Team Monsterpig not quite taking the bait, Jerry.
Carnifex does find the opener, and a second against New York, and it's only Monsterpig left. He has the angle, though, and he may have denied the steal for long enough to prevent this being flipped. Has he? He hasn't, and the steal goes through for 5Fizz.
Wow! At the very last second on that box, too. I mean, Team Monsterpig were so close at stalling that out at the perfect time. But Treason able to body block just a little bit of shots and getting that one headshot in that they really needed at the last second. And, man, I mean, if that dictates how the rest of this match is going to go, it's going to come down to the absolute wire.
Yeah, I want every box to go the distance like that one. Shout out to Carnifex for the big 2-piece as well, opening up the floor for a really last-second steal. That honestly feels as though one that Monsterpig should have won. But as we see the jump being made by Jurgen, committing well ahead of his lights, interestingly enough, leaving them behind to maybe try and go for these long shots, tank a bit of damage himself, see how long he can survive. But Treason is wise to it. He's watching the head skirt around this cover. Very difficult shot to land, but he's landing them. And New York goes down. Treason, I shouldn't have questioned him. I shouldn't have doubted him. With the LH1 in his hand, he's a machine. Jurgen now taking the brunt of a lot of damage, but he doesn't have the lights to back him up as Monster Pig is far afield. The only saving grace is that this box is so far away from an objective. Monster Pig could go down here and still have a lot of time on their hands to resurge, but it feels like an inevitability here, Dread, as down goes Jurgen. And we see Monster Pig running away. Now, 5 Fears, they love to stall out deaths, but in this situation, it doesn't really help them. The box isn't plugged. They are going to chase this kill as far as they can. Looks like they've given up.
Yep, and Nuwalk did coin right back in there. Now, they honestly might have time to rotate around and get Jurg's body again, but the safer play would be to just let him coin back in, as now that box did get plugged, and 5 Fears are going to be setting up here, opening up a little bit of the floor above the box there, trying to work their way up to the rooftops, as Jurgen did coin back in.
Some interesting flanking going on here from Monster Pig. They might catch 5 Fears off guard, but of course they have the sonar grenades on their side, the orange team. It's not helped though. Lots of damage flying in the direction of 5 Fears. They've already lost Carnifex. A 3 versus 2 now for Monster Pig, but both of their lights are down low, or rather their light and their heavy is down low. That's important. Monster Pig finds Treason with the LH1 though, and now Narcos, his days are numbered. Only 40 seconds or so have expired on this box, but Nuwalk is giving chase. He will reach him first. Now goes with a very good winch there, and he wins the duel. That is devastating for Monster Pig, who have Jurgen committed to the steal, and Monster Pig himself not finding the refrag. There he is. He picks up the statue. Can Narcos rescue this for his team?
He might be able to. He is now getting his regen in. I mean, that was the most scary part for the Heavy, is having that time to get that regen, but they opted to get the body instead of chasing him, and he is able to get that regen. And now both Treason and Carnifex, Carnifex going back in and did get the hand res onto Treason, so they are very in and close to this fight. And now Jurg's the last one back on the back foot, and Nuwalk did coin back in himself as well. I don't think they're going to be able to stop this box. They do get a winch over onto Carnifex, but Nagos is there with the help to save his teammate. Now the box is back in the hands of 5 Fears.
They've turned it round. Monster Pig really not playing smartly there in the 3 versus 1. They didn't commit to either. They didn't commit to the steal. They didn't commit to the setup. They didn't commit to the chase down of Narcos. And it's cost them now a devastating team wipe. With only 30 seconds left, that sealed their fates. It's not going to go to the wire. Nothing like the first box we saw on this map. Narcos, he's doing kick-ups. He's training for the World Cup. Narcos, you can celebrate. You've booked your team a spot in the finale.
Wow. Congratulations to 5 Fears going into that top 4. Team Monster Pig not quite out of it yet, though. They do have another chance. Dianic.
Very, very close, but at the end they stalled out just enough. And at the end we can see that the performance was also way too much on the side of 5 Fears. Team Monster Pig